So today I'm going to replace the rear brake rotors and disc pads for my Toyota Highlander 2013. So I had requested the parts from Toyota dealership and they have mailed these in the boxes. One rotor, brake pads, and the rubber washer kit. This one, it's called cylinder kit. And just wanted to show you the packing, how nicely they have done it all. These are all the soft foam pieces which they pack these brake rotors with, and all of this. So let's see how the work goes. First step, I'm going to lift the car from behind using my hydraulic jack, and then I will put safety stands one on this side, one on that side, remove the wheels, and then start the work. I have lifted the rear of the car with this hydraulic jack and put in the safety stands. This is the proper place where to put those stands. And there in the center is a reinforced spot where you put in this hydraulic jack. So this is done. The next step is going to be, I'm going to use this impact wrench to remove the lug nuts and remove both wheels. So these are 21 millimeter and removing the tire. So yes, there is a lip on the edge, and I'll remove the brake pads and then we'll see how do they look. So it has been like 12 years. These are the original rotors, original brake pads. Let's see what everything looks like. So the 14 millimeter one is here, one is down below, and let's see if it is easy or difficult to open or crack loose. Not that difficult. I hope this one is also easy. Okay, let's have some leverage. It's easy. This is done. Okay. And we have to support them here. So the brake pads are in decent shape. They could still have lasted maybe 20,000 miles or more, but I thought it is about time. Let's have these replaced. They are. So this is how it looks like after 12 years. I'm surprised that these pins are still moving easily. This one is not that easy. This one is, yeah. So in any case, I'll clean those and before installing. So there are two threaded holes on the drum so that you can remove it easily, but I don't have the exact size bolt, so I will rely on the hammer. Seems like I was finally able to convince it. So this is what it looks from the inside. There is a lot of black debris inside. These are parking brake shoes. They are absolutely in great shape. So I don't see any issue there, no leakage, no nothing. So I'll leave it as such. This part is also clean, but I'll just use some sandpaper to clean this. The pistons look a little bit rusty. I'll use blade cleaner. These look fine. The boots look fine, so I'm not sure if I should replace the boots or not. Let's go to the other side. So I have removed the rotor, the caliper, and the bracket also. So here also the rotor is the same shape. As you can see, lots of black residue, the rust, a lip has formed here. You can see some scoring, and the pins. This one is stuck, which is on the lower side. This one is fine. I'll open and clean all of this. No leakage, anything. The piston looks a little bit dirty, but there is no leakage. The boot seems fine. So I'll clean up everything, and if there is a need, I'll replace these boots. So let's start cracking. So the next step is cleaning this hub. Although it is clean, just want to make sure it is perfectly clean for a good making surface. Slide the piston back in. I use these pliers, and it's very easy to press them in like this. Not so easy. Using the C-clamp, I'm able to compress the piston and push it back in all the way. So now this is fine. The reason I'm making sure that the boot is seated properly is that if the boot is above the piston, it will be rubbing with the rotor, and as a result it will wear out and it will start leaking. So it is very important to make sure that this is properly seated. So this is done. I'll put it here. I have cleaned this one. I'll clean it a little bit more, do the same on the other side, and then start installing the rotors back. So before installing the new rotor, the important step is to clean it, because it comes with some shipping dust and grease that we have to make sure is properly cleaned. I will use a clean cloth. And rub it properly. You see, this is what is coming off. from the other side. So this rotor is cleaned thoroughly. Now I'll go and install it on the other side, and then the next rotor and install on this side. So these are the new pads and these are the old pads. These shims will go from the old ones on the new ones. So let's start doing that. Easy to come off. Now this will come off. And go on the new one. So this is off. And now this will go on one of the new ones. Just to clean it a little bit. And this will be sliding on like this on the new pad. Yes, properly done. So this is how the pins are looking. The pin which is on the upper side has this small collar, so you have to be careful you don't lose it when you insert the pin back. So I'll just use a brake cleaner. Apply some This is the brake grease. So just a tiny bit of grease like this should be enough. You don't want it stuffed with the grease. Like this should be enough. This is the upper pin, upper caliper. So this is working fine now. The excess I'll just wipe off. Now coming. So both these sliding pins have been done. Now comes the interesting part, which is these pins, these retainer clips. And interestingly, when you buy new parts from Toyota, they don't provide these retainer clips. So I'm just going to clean them and then reuse them. Spray this and use a piece of cloth to clean it. Hopefully it will be cleaned like this, otherwise I may use something harsh. So before installing the rotor, I'll apply a little bit of this anti-seize lubricant from Permatech so that next time it is not as hard to remove. This has to be applied not a lot, but just gently enough, like this. Just a slight coating like this, and hopefully next time when we try to remove it, it will be easier. Getting the rotor back on. From the old rotor, remove this rubber plug. This is used to adjust, this hole is used to adjust the parking brakes, but its parking brakes are fine, so I'm not going to fiddle with them. There it goes. So the rotor is in. Now I have to put in the bracket. The 17mm bolt. Top bolt is done. Now the bottom bolt. So I have set the torque at 76. I'm going to tighten these bolts. Done at 76 foot-pound. Now before inserting the new brake pads, I will apply some brake grease on the backing plate and the retainer pins on the caliper. And then apply some grease here and here. So this side is done. Basically everything. First I put in the bracket, then slid in the brake pads, then the caliper, tightened the bolts. The bracket bolts are 76 foot-pound. These bolts, the 14mm, I don't know what their torque is, so I just tightened them with my feel. So this is done, installed. So this side is done, going to the other side. So the brake job has been completed. The tires have been installed. And I have tested the brakes, they are working fine. Thanks for watching.